to Diana Emerson Today, your host. Can we talk? Just saying, disclaimer, only providing information about self improvement, which I do, and using only as a guide, not as an ultimate source. The purpose is to educate. There is neither liability nor responsibility to any person or entity with respect to any loss or damage caused or alleged to be caused directly or indirectly of information being disseminated. Just saying. And again, welcome to Diana Emerson. Today we will focus, motivate, and action. This is a never-ending and rather flexible cycle. At times, you will need to motivate yourself in order to take action. Other times, you may need to take action to stay focused. In any case, which goes first does not matter. So do not be surprised if you find yourself jumping from one tip to another. What matters is that you are taking all the positive steps toward reaching your goal. Get someone to do it for you. Taking action also does not mean you have to do everything alone. Say your goal is to build a house. Does that mean you should do everything from putting up the boards and painting the walls? Of course not. Taking action may also mean finding the best person to do the job. So do not be shy to admit if something is well beyond your actual KSAs. That is knowledge, skills, and abilities. There are just some things in life that are better left in the hands of experts. Do not be too proud to ask for help, okay? A lot of people confuse taking action as doing something that directly contributes to achieving a particular goal. What they fail to understand is that sometimes indirect benefits also matter just as much. Consider, for instance, the act of forgetting about your pride. Some people may say that it has nothing to do with achieving a certain type of goal. But what if it is your pride that is holding you back from getting much needed help from an expert? It's okay to start again. What if there comes a point in time that you realize that the first step you took was actually the wrong one? Or what if you suddenly realize that what you are doing is not taking you toward your goal, but away from it? Do you just sit down and cry over spilt milk? If so, that is not equivalent to taking action. You may be doing something, but it is nothing that can help you achieve your goals. If you realize that something is wrong, then clear your mind and retrace your steps until you find out that critical mistake you committed. Correct it and move on. If you have to start from scratch, the sooner the better. Never stop trying. As mentioned earlier on, the process of achieving one's goal is never ending. Taking action also means that you have to get back to your feet if you stumble or fall. It is even okay if you have to start all over again. In the end, what is critical is that you do not let your failures keep you from continuously taking action and moving forward. So, go ahead and pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and learn from your mistakes. You will be a better and stronger person for doing this. And then have a backup plan. Plans, just like rules, are meant to be broken. If you need to be prepared for that eventually, right from the start by having a contingency or backup plan ready. Others feel that backup plans are akin to admitting failure. It is not. Rather, backup plans are actually a mere way of acknowledging the fact that change is the only thing that is constant in the world. There is no way for you to predict what is going to happen in the next minute, but you can try to prepare for things that could happen. Think of it as smoothing the way to take action toward achieving your goal. Consider your resources. Taking action gives you it gives you direction, but that is not what it's all about. You also have to consider the resources you have on hand. How do you make the most out of it? And what resources do you need in order to make a move? Where can you get it? Willpower and motivation, as well as focus, are all great things to have, but these are internal resources. You also have to back up your plan with external and concrete resources like money, manpower, and skills. Look before you leap, but leap all the same if you have to. There are two kinds of risks: manageable and unmanageable. You are lucky if all the things you have to do to reach a goal involve manageable risks. But what if it is not? I mean, should you back out instead and let all your previous hard work go to waste? Risks are scary, and it's a good thing that you are aware of that. Those who think that they can take on any kind of risk are simply foolhardy and reckless. They are certainly not brave or exceptionally smart. If you come across an unmanageable risk or one where the stakes are too high, do you look before you leap? Consider the up and downs, but most importantly of all, consider what your brain and guts have to say. They leap and leap high if you really need to. Do not be too rigid or stubborn. You have to know when to give up and change tactics. On paper, your plan may look foolproof and absolutely brilliant, but a lot of things in real world are unpredictable and can mess up with your plan. You have to know when to stop knocking yourself against the wall and find another way toward reaching your goal. Remember, when there is a will, there is a way. If your plan A did not work, what else is your plan B good for if you are not willing to use it? Do not wait for things to happen. Make it happen instead. The most successful people in life are always those who are active participants in life, rather. Instead of passively waiting, hoping, and wishing that something would happen to them, people who are go-getters do not hesitate to act proactively and make things happen. They are not the kind to wait for a sign from the fates or a falling star to appear in the sky before they get moving. If they have a goal in sight and they have a plan for achieving it, then they will move heaven and earth to get it. And give yourself a reasonable deadline. Existing commitments may be a valid reason for preventing you from taking action completely to achieving your goal, but you also have to understand that these commitments are never going to go away. They are there for life. It is therefore unreasonable to keep pushing all the need to take a proactive stand because of your commitments. You have to be firm with yourself and give yourself a deadline. Sometimes that is the only way to get things done. I want to thank you for listening. We are going to stay focused, motivated, and take action. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the like button and the notification buttons. Bye for now.